Well,
Let's.
I mean, it's a classic single player draft, the sort of most unloved mode in FIFA, but actually probably the best single player mode they have.
1 hour of fun, just all compressed into some decisions and then 4 fun matches.
Yeah, is you're
I
doing pro or world
I'm
class?
going to try world class because I'm confident that we're going to get an excellent team. So I'm
Okay.
stepping it up. Watch me get an excellent
Uh,
team and then lose in the second round. So
yeah, yeah.
I'm picking, which means you
Oh,
get to choose the formation. Is there anything weird
ah, yes.
that you want to try here?
Actually, you've got some really nice options there. Um, I would generally avoid the 4-2-2-2 because you don't get wingers,
Yeah,
and that is not fun in draft mode. The 4-2-3-1 wide is a very good one to play with. Have you
yeah.
been using three at the back at all?
I have tried a couple of three at the back, and I actually had one with five at
Okay.
the back with the wing backs, which was excellent because they just flew up and down the sidelines. But
Yeah. Uh,
that's very boring. Whereas, yeah, I'm reluctant to miss out on left and right wingers, but I'm happy to try something different because you always end up with, yeah, a Messi and a Ronaldo or a Salah who's nearly as good as
yeah.
Messi.
So the 3-4-1-2 is always good for draft because you're going to get a lot of attacking players, and that's
Yep.
kind of the point of draft. All right, do the 3-4-1-2.
Okay, done. 3-4-1-2.
Maximizes your chance to use ridiculous players.
It really does need that central attacking midfielder to be well linked, though.
Oh, yeah,
I may have chosen
that'll
one.
do.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going Brazilians up front. Let's see. I like to
Well, you can
work.
go whatever you want now.
Yeah, I like to work front to back, but how do you like to choose? What order do you prefer to
Yeah,
choose them?
I usually go front to back as well.
Alrighty, we'll try this striker first. Not much discussion to be made on that first pick, was there?
No, it really wasn't.
Um,
Now, we were wanting to go some Dortmund, but obviously that Benzema is kind of makes sense.
yeah, and well, there's no Bundesliga players in there at all.
No.
Yep. No, look, Benzema's head and shoulders above everyone else, which he often is on corners. Anyway,
Yes.
so other striker.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Wow, so we're going power and speed potentially with Mbappe on the other side.
Yeah, that makes a hell of a lot of sense.
There's a lot of
And they're both French, so they even connect.
that's the connection that I was thinking too, and we can push one forward and drop one back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see
Okay.
why not. There's no reason to
No?
overthink that.
Okay. Let's have a look
Okay,
at our wingers, see if we can match them up.
okay. So we want a. We'll have a prediction here.
Because
Who's a PSG winger or a French winger that's potential here?
well, Neymar will be on the left. On the
Yeah,
right would be Angel Di Maria.
yeah.
You could also use Messi with
To
Benzema.
drop them back one spot. Okay. So, well, they're all right midfielders rather than wingers. I
Yes.
must admit, I don't know this player, but that's a obviously a team of the year card, so they've
Yeah, Championship Team of the Year.
massively boosted stats for a. Yeah, this is something I've thought about for a little while. I mean, he's got crazy stats, all 90s in the important ones
Mhm.
for a winger. Um, NBA
You
2K,
should go him.
yeah, NBA
Yeah, go.
2K does this where there are some players like rookies or special versions of cards that end up being like 10 overall ratings points better than absolute legends of the game. So like a top 20 all-time player might be rated
Hmm.
90, and then a special edition of this new rookie because everyone's excited about him, who's never played a minute in the NBA, gets like a
Yeah.
93 ruby card. And I've never quite felt comfortable with that because it gets rid of the real world skills of a player and just makes them
Yeah.
dressing for some stats. Um, so
That's true.
why should I get this player? Because Argentina may link
Because
with Messi.
what? No. Well, he would be replacing Messi. The reason why you should go him is because none of these other players have any useful links at all for the way your team's likely to go, and he at least is an interesting person to bring on.
All right, I'm just having a look at the link. It's into the center back, and the striker. So you're right. And then
Yeah.
bringing on insane pace if needed.
Yeah,
Makes sense. No, thank you. Good advice. So we go to the left side to see what's happening here. This is one of the dud packs, so this will be completely
yeah.
replaceable unless we need them to boost somebody, but
The
there's...
Cucurella is a Spanish league. No, yes, you do have Spanish league, so that makes
Yep.
sense.
Okay. Plus, it's the most
He's probably the
glorious
best.
hair.
Yeah,
Always important.
you've had that hair at some point, more or less.
Thank you. I'm not sure I could pull that off, but I definitely can't grow that much of a beard, but yeah. Okay, right centre midfielder at the moment. Uh, so Lorente
Yeah,
is clearly the best
Spanish
there.
league. Yeah.
Spanish league to jump in. I guess to move him across to the other side then to jump in with
Yep.
the Real Madrid Benzema.
Hmm.
I can't move him until I've chosen someone here. There's a more Spanish league, and then does this Brazilian link in
China.
with with Ronaldinho? Yeah,
He does, but you don't need him. You don't need it. Whereas
no,
De Jong is exactly the right type of player for that slot because he gives you defensive coverage behind Ronaldinho.
yeah, and links in. Well, not great to the right. Well, we'll see what that centre back's going to be. But you're right, De Jong as a defensive midfielder makes more sense. Yep,
Yeah.
let's make
There's
the...
plenty of good left mids from Barcelona
Yep.
and stuff. So
So I'm going for the centre back in here, which nearly has to be Spanish league now, doesn't it?
well, it won't be.
He's just so much better than everyone else, isn't he?
You
Look
just
at
got a
that.
Dutch midfielder.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that linking up with De Jong. Yep. Those team of the season cards are so powerful.
If you can get a Dutch left mid or right mid, you could be in business.
So it's hearing your cries for Dutch people. Um,
Yeah,
so I guess the centre back with the Premier League link as well. Then, although no, that's
yeah,
Division Two, isn't it? It's the Championship
it
for our
is.
right
But
midfielder.
Nelson Ake is still good because
Yep.
well, you've now got two Dutch centre
Yep.
backs from the Premier League. So
Yeah, they've got a green link already. Should maybe have chosen the goalkeeper first because that can often make these decisions more easily. But
yeah,
so there's a Spanish league, obviously, to try and jump in
yeah,
with the left midfielder, and in lieu of anybody else standing out, that kind of makes sense,
it's the
doesn't it?
smarter choice. Yeah,
What's
it at
the
least gives you chemistry.
what's the orange card? What's the special version?
Uh, this is Europa League. If you hit R
Yeah,
down, Europa League Man of the Month. There you are.
there you go. Europe. Yep, thank you. Do they still do the crazy Halloween ones?
I haven't seen any from this year, and I wasn't playing in Halloween, so
Yeah, they were
yeah,
fun because they boosted things on a rotation and could sometimes boost the
yeah,
absolute lowest stats of some players,
yeah.
turning them
2 years
into
ago, that was a
beasts.
fun promo.
Yep. Um,
De Gea is going to wind up being a good option, although
is
you've got
Spanish
those
and
two
Premier League.
90s.
Yeah, and there's your Spanish league anyway with a German, but
But you haven't got any Spanish league centre
at the
backs,
back, not at all. No, I'm conflating that with well, I've got one on the left, but he meant not
and you're always
stay.
going to have Van Dijk. So I
Yeah,
think De Gea is your choice.
agree. Yep, just a better link.
He links to all of them, one way or another, at the moment.
He does, doesn't he?
Okay, so let's
Yeah, I've seen you
don't
do
do that
this
one.
exactly. I've seen you do this in a specific order because I know that that one's the goalkeeper. These are the central or left and right backs.
First is the left back, I think, and then the centre back.
Yep, and then
Then
midfield and
let's do
forwards.
this. Let's do this back four of these subs. So start from there. No,
So
to the right.
there,
Yeah, and fill it out from there and see what else we get.
no
Yeah.
worries. Thank you. So it's already going into the central midfield. So another Dutch midfielder.
Yeah.
We don't need centre attackers. It's really the only one with any sort of a link. But
Yeah, Donny van der Bank does give some link options there. Uh,
now our left midfield's still quite weak, but that's no stronger over there. So
No, and Premier
unless we
League is not going to give you any help.
start thinking about a complete Italian change, but it's a bit late to start doing that sort of wholesale changes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, no,
yeah. Go
get,
Van der Bank.
we'll go sensible. We so now we're going right this way.
Yep, yep.
We do need one silly pick. We need something just to be uh, ambitious. This is not that
Yes.
pick, so
No.
this is a throwaway. There's no real reason.
Kondogbia probably.
Yeah,
He's actually a good player.
centre forward Messi, and then a Suarez striker or a Liverpool slotting into that left midfield role. This no, it doesn't.
Yeah, which you could use with VVD,
And
although
yeah,
then he wouldn't have the link to a Dutch
yeah.
central mid. Hmm.
Whereas it's always tough to turn Messi
Well, yeah,
down,
Messi can then go up front and link to his Argentinian.
which
So
brings that
actually, that would
yeah,
work.
which makes that right midfielder more useful. Yep,
Yeah,
and it's worth a shot.
yeah. And it's
It
a 94. I mean,
yep. So what does that do? That increases chemistry greatly because the right wing gets some chemistry. Yep.
yeah.
I do hate leaving Mbappe on the bench, but I guess Messi's a suitable replacement. Wow, that's a really weird mix. I mean, I've just picked
Yeah,
the next card, but it's strikers and
yeah.
goalkeepers and centre backs. But
Busquets.
I think so. I mean, it's a slight. In fact, it's not really an upgrade because if you're playing out of position,
No.
it doesn't. It's what I already have, but slightly worse because he's out of
Yeah,
position.
and he's
So,
not a good player.
um, so my back line is one Spanish league and then two Premier League.
Yeah.
Um, I'm obviously keeping the Premier League player, but
Allison is a slightly better Premier League
I
goalkeeper.
guess so.
You've still got
Yeah,
another goalkeeper to come.
yeah.
Like you're still going to get another goalkeeper at
So
least.
having three makes little sense, but what's the alternative? I'm not ever going to play him.
You could get Hummels and see what happens, but I don't think it's going to happen. And he's slow, and that's not good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
three
he
at the
would
back.
be on the three at the back exactly. Look, no, I'll get Allison and just hope that that other keeper card is useless because I'll
Yeah,
use Allison.
you don't need another striker. Yeah,
Well,
and Busquets is just a duplication. So yeah,
I could use Allison as a striker. He's been scoring
that's true.
goals.
But you already have Benzema for the headers.
Exactly. Alrighty. So do we slot into these randoms or finish off these
Yeah,
backs?
I would actually keep doing the randoms because
Yep.
the backs are going to wind up being determined by particularly this left mid. We want to settle a left mid first, I think,
Radio. Well,
and that's not going to do it.
it's not going to be one of these. Um,
French league, maybe. Yeah, go Cornet. He's quick in his French league.
Yep.
I mean, it's a pointless decision, but
really nothing again. The silence immediately means that nobody's excited about anything, and it's just
no.
kind of nothing.
Lodi as a Spanish league left back, he can play left mid.
Yep. And with a Brazilian link, then no, it doesn't go all the way to
No, doesn't
Ronaldinho,
matter.
but still, and pace. The meta is pace.
Al- Always, every year it's pace.
There's your left wing.
There's your squad poison. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Um, I've wanted him for so long. It's clearly not going to choose him for any of this, but that's always the thing with this mode that you see a player that just
Yeah.
because of your previous 15 decisions is not going to happen.
So with Neymar, you can put up Mbappe, but
Yeah, so it could be. But when you make a sub during a game, the chemistry is not affected at all, so they don't get any of those
yeah,
bonuses.
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But
Yeah.
you could use him there, or you can have the Rashford and then connect to the Premier League centre backs.
Actually, that Rashford, yeah, I didn't even look all the way over there. That makes much more sense. Rashford on the left, and then, yeah, yep. I should slot him up there just to see what that looks like. So there's a couple more French connections on that left wing, but
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of the only real.
Well, Mahrez is actually Premier League, but he's Algerian, so you don't get the link to Messi,
Yeah, and the
but
whole
you would link back. Go
yeah,
with Payet again. So
yeah.
Pyatt now becomes probably a good default option to go on that left side,
That's such a
maybe.
drop. Look at that. Yeah, because Payet will link so much better. So why was this link so good? Because of the Spanish
Uh,
connection to the
so
centre back.
Rashford would be better if he moved Ake across.
You're right.
So
So
if you just swap
yep,
sides for Nelson Ake, yeah,
yep, and then drop Rashford in there. It's still a bit of a drop. That
but it's better.
it's yeah, and this is awful over here now.
Yeah, so we really want another centre back. Okay.
Might just grab that now then. Is that this slot?
Yep.
Oops.
Oh, you can't swap.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I've had him
Yeah.
still selected. Okay.
Ogbonna.
Yeah, I mean,
Hammers.
Hammers, there's only one level of link, but sure. Yeah, slight improvement. Now this one is also
It
backs, isn't it?
probably wing backs, but
Yeah.
sometimes you get a centre back in there.
Okay. You got a very wow. So that would
Ooh.
break up the English Premier League-ness of all of this, but we go Real Madrid up that left-hand side.
He would work in the middle because he'll get two links to
Yeah, to Barca and Atletico,
yeah,
and then move. Yeah, yeah. Look, why not? There's no
yeah,
way that would work on that. No,
no. Well, Varane and Van Dijk at the back is looking pretty good.
it's insane.
So let's do that far right one next, and
Yep,
just before we get to a goalkeeper, just in case we get something else useful.
yep. Just having a look here. Is that the most sensible way to do that?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so.
And there's nobody else sitting here that I should be using? No. Okay, so
Uh,
we'll see.
no. Yeah,
So,
it's a random assortment.
yeah, these are always fun. They're high quality cards,
Yeah,
just not really fitting into anything we want to do. I mean, obviously another Paris Saint-Germain striker, but Mbappe is off, so
yeah. I mean, Insignia would link to Ogbonna.
if we swap them
Yeah,
around, yeah.
but
Yeah, I
nothing
don't
else,
know.
obviously.
Nothing else really. I'm not sure I'd be using any of them, but yeah, you're right, that's probably the best link.
You're not going to use that Keane ever.
No, you're absolutely right, not with the strikers there at the moment. So,
Okay, let's have a look at the last
yeah.
goalkeeper then. Is there a French Premier League? Lloris, you want a good Lloris? Yeah.
So I could have gone
Um,
Italian in there for a little bit. I considered that a little
yeah.
while ago. Look, not going to use any of these, are we?
Realistically, no.
No. So I want to
'Cause you,
have a look if I do move him up in here from 88, it goes back to 84, so it is a net drop because this connection is gone. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that doesn't seem worthwhile, and I probably prefer, well, I know Rashford better, so it's a 90 rating, 88 chemistry, potential for the manager to boost that slightly.
Yeah, you can always bring Mbappe on as the left mid as well, like
Yeah,
mid game, because he's actually a left
yeah.
winger. Uh,
How bad is
So you've
that?
got,
Because he's so far out of position, it's quite bad. Yeah.
yeah. Or what? So what happens if you move Messi to that right wing, right mid?
Yep. Give me a second. Just having a look. Preferred position
Mm.
striker. Where is there all the positions they can
You won't
play?
see it until you're in game. You won't see
Haha.
it till in game.
How handy. So you
Yeah,
think Messi to where?
to right mid. So how bad is it?
So it drops 9, and then
But move Varane across.
yep, just a second. And what we'll put Mbappe up there.
Yes, on the left side.
Yep, and Varane to make. That's a net drop because he loses the double link to the middle.
But it gains for Messi. Messi's still 92.
Yeah,
But then switch.
yeah,
Yeah, those two, and put Payet on the left.
because we've broken all the Premier League links. That's still down one because of this centre back. So we might then go back. Nope, that was because of.
No,
Well,
no.
it's
He's
not.
Payet's French league. Oh, I see. I see what you've done. Yeah,
It's for the Dutch connection across
Dutch.
the back. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I get you now. I get
So it's brought the chemistry up to 90. Yeah, but it's really underutilizing Messi out there, and I this is a new player, somebody I would never
you.
either
Yeah,
have looked to
yeah.
get, and I think
No, I agree.
we should
It was purely to
use
see
it.
how much
No, it's
it would
good
work.
to try, and Messi back up here, so it's 87 like that, but we had a Premier League. No, we don't need a Premier League connection there. So what's left to fiddle around with here?
Where you can put your Benzema back up if you want, but that's the way you get Messi and
Yep,
Mbappe for speed up front.
yep.
Um,
But that's back to okay, so it's 90 and 90 now.
and then you can put Rashford or someone across.
Yeah, but this Payet connection there
It's true.
seems to work best. I mean,
It's
the alternative is yeah, Rashford and Ogbonna instead of
it's true.
these
It
two.
makes no difference really.
I'm just having a look. 81 and 85 versus 79 and 82, so this should be higher. But no, chemistry is slightly worse. Yeah. I don't know. Probably not too much of a
Yeah,
difference.
that works.
So let me just bring people into the subs that I would play in case there's an injury that centre midfielder makes sense.
So what do we want? Bielsa would be actually quite handy.
Yeah,
An Argentinian Premier League
yeah.
or a Spanish league.
Well, there's an Argentinian.
Two Argentinians.
I hate how you can't see.
Pablo Libertadores. Yeah, I know.
You can't flick these.
Um,
So he's a South America manager. Yeah.
yeah.
So that brings
Ziganda, maybe?
it to 82. That brings it to 91.
Oh, no, it's not
91, 92. So that's affecting the Argentines and nobody else, as is he.
Yeah.
And that's really it. That's clearly doing nothing. So it's our bottle
They
of
must be
water.
both League B. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this one's
Um,
it's hard to read in there, but that one says something Südamericana, and that one must be the Argentine league.
yeah, but the two on the right, they must be La Ligue B, not.
Okay, yeah. Well, it just says La
Because they're not
Liga.
affecting like Benzema.
No, but
Wait, what? Oh, yes, they're not affecting Benzema.
yeah, that's
So
right. But it
mustn't
is
be in La
affecting the
Liga.
Spanish. Yeah, I was looking at the Atletico
Yeah.
Madrid player, and I was confused.
Yeah.
No, no. Okay, so it's Pellegrini.
Wait, does that include both of the final one on the far right?
Sorry,
Oh, no.
too late.
No, don't know.
In all of that, for 20 minutes, we completely forgot about Ronaldinho. In that,
Yeah.
it was the most exciting and brilliant beginning to the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to be ridiculous fun to play with. He's going to have Messi to run off, and he's going to have Benzema in the air or hold up play or whatever. And
And then Mbappe coming on.
yeah, and we spent all the time worrying about defensive centre backs and midfielders to provide cover, and none of that actually matters if Ronaldinho's got the ball at his feet.
Well, and at the back you've got Varane and VVD, literally two of the best defenders in the game.
Yeah,